Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But baby, you hardly even notice when I try to show you that I'm meant to keep you from doing what you're supposed to. Waking up too early, maybe we can sleep in. Make you banana pancakes, pretend like it's the weekend now. We can pretend it all the time. Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. But baby... Hey, Drew James here from Learn Guitar in London, giving you a free acoustic guitar lesson on Jack Johnson and Banana Pancakes. Now this is a great song if you're looking to build on your bar chords and you've been playing guitar a bit longer and you don't mind pressing down more than one string with one finger, which is when you start to progress into going beyond the beginner stages. Now this song is perfect for you if that's what you're looking for right now. And on top of that, it's just a cool song. Really, really great little acoustic song. Makes a great addition to Beginner Song Stage 3 over at the Learn Guitar in London website. I've left a link so you can go straight to that page and look at those free lessons right now. Okay, let's start learning it, get stuck in. Okay, so let's have a look at the beginning of this very slowly. Okay, so as this is an intermediate lesson, I'm going to presume that you know the names of the strings, E, A, D, G, B, E, Eddie 8, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie, and I'm also going to presume that you know about frets 1, etc. And I'm also going to presume that you've had a go at some bar chords in the past and you're getting used to pressing down your index finger on 6 strings. If you can't do those things, it's going to be a little bit harder to get to grips with this one. You may want to try something a bit easier. So we're starting with the ring finger on the 5th fret on the thickest string, and you're sliding that string to the 7th fret. Sliding means keep the pressure down on the string so you can feel it under your finger. That's called a slide. So that's the beginning, 5 to 7. Then index finger on 5 on the A. Then back to 7 on the ring finger on the thickest string, then 5th fret on the thickest string, then 3rd fret, so move index down to 3, then open, so we've got, and then 3, again sliding to 5 with the index finger. Then I want you to do something called, we're going to call it a chook. So that is where, or a mute is another name for it. So just rest your finger, your bar finger on the strings. And I want you to, with the tip of your fingernail on your strumming hand, I want you to do this throw down sound. So you get this mute. If you're pressing down, you're going to get this. But that's the sound that I want, a dry mute. And then put the ring finger on the 7th fret on the A string, press down as a full bar now. So you were doing this, and now you're going to come to this. Press down hard and do an up strum. So we go mute up, down make the chord. Okay, notice I've got this chord held down, but I'm not pressing it down, but all my fingers are in place, right? You can see that, but I'm not pressing it. So let's do that slowly from the beginning. Got that? Okay, a little bit quicker. Okay, good. Next, sliding again, 5 to 7, and then 5 on the A, then 5 again on the thickest, 7, 3, open. And instead of the slide up to 5, so it's all exactly the same, but we go 3rd fret again. So it's all the same. Then chuk, another chuk, and this time I'm getting prepared with something called a G7 chord, where you bar the 3rd fret, you put your middle and your ring finger, middle on the 4th fret on the G string, ring finger on the 5th fret on the A string. So we go chuk, up. It's called a G7. This first chord, this one, it's called an A-7 or AM7. This is just called a G7. So let's put together those 2 bars. Good so far, right? Well done. Next, exactly the same with the slide. So ring finger on the 5 to 7, then 5 again on the A string, but this time 7 on the A string, then back to 5. So it's, and then 7 on the thickest, then open, and then 5th. So this bit is, can't you see that it's just raining? You're still doing the chuck and the A-7 like you've had before, so nothing's changed there. And then finally, last little bit of lead guitar. It's exactly the same as the second thing that we did, so that's this. I'll put it all together for you. That's your intro. You also use that in the chorus as well. So, and chuck up, same thing. Chuck up, leave the pressure down, and chuck up, leave the pressure down. Okay, so as you've just gone chuck up on this G7, you're going to go up, down, up. So chuck up, down, up. Then you're going to change to a C7, which is an easy change from here. Stay barring on the 3rd fret, move your ring finger down to the D string, on the 5th fret, and pinky finger on the 5th fret on the B string. So you've got this chord here, and you strum it twice, down, down, with something called staccato. It just means keeping the chord short. So we've just gone up, down, up, baby. That's the baby bit. And then we're off with the rhythm. So let's just quickly go through the chord order. So after the C7, your G7, then D7. So move up to the 5th fret with your bar. You don't need to hold down the top string if you don't want to, your choice. And then ring and pinky finger on the D and the B string on the 7th fret. That's a D7. And then the A-7 is an easy change to go back to. You just bring your bar now to the 5th fret on all 6 strings, and you put your ring finger just by itself on the 7th fret. And that's all the chords. So C7, G7, D7, A-7. You've already had A-7 and G7 from the intro, okay? Then it's just a case of getting the hang of this rhythm. So I'm going to do it slowly. I always play the bass note, which is the thumb playing either the E or the A string, depending on the chord. For G7, it's the E string. So we go bass note, then up with my index finger, and then a chuk, which you've already learnt about. Okay, now that's the basic way of doing it. So I'm going G7, D7, so that's the A string with the bass note, then A-7, thickest string, then C7, A string. Okay, so that's the basic pattern. Let's do that again. So starting from the G7. Okay, slightly more embellished way of doing it is bass, up, down, up. So it's G. So you can see I'm doing a down, bass note, up, bass note, up, bass note, chuck, up, bass note. I'll do it slowly. Bass note, chuck, up, bass. I can't speak it and do it at the same time, but I'll do it as slow as I can. Okay, very difficult thing to speak out, but it's a bass followed by an up, followed by a chuk, followed by an up. That's the best way of putting it. So you do that until you get to C7s, and then the rhythm changes just a little bit. It's a little embellishment. So this is from the baby. Baby, G7, D7, A minor 7, down, up, down, up. So for the D7, there's no chuk, it's just down, up, then G7. So you can always hear with the, whenever I come back to the C7, it's up, down, up. Okay, and then we're back into the riff now. Hopefully you'll play it better than that. So when he says, pretend like it's the weekend now, you do 2 A minors with our rhythm, then bass note, then you start from the second bar of the verse. So that was... Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside. Maybe. Okay, so you can see that I was joining the riff that we learned at the beginning, but instead of holding the chords like we were going at the beginning, 2, 3, 4, I was going. So you can hear it's the same riff, but just with the rhythm of the chords inside it. So that is the best way to do it. I'm just going to do it very slowly for you though. So I'm going to go from pretend like it's the weekend now. Pretend like it's the weekend now. We can pretend it all the time. Can't you see that it's just raining? There ain't no need to go outside, baby. So then you go round into verse 2 again. Hopefully you've already been working on your chucks at that point. And then you do the chorus again. We don't need to go outside. Can't you see? A minor 7. Rain all day, I don't mind. G7. And then you've got the middle 8. It's the same rhythm, but you're just holding chords for a bit longer. So A minor 7. Telephone is ringing, singing, it's too early, don't pick it up. Now I prefer to do an open D. It's a D chord next. Bass note is the D string. So A minor 7, back to D, B minor, the whole world fits in. So the B minor, the D, I'm going to presume you know that because you're doing a song with bar chords in. The B minor, bar the 2nd fret, the bottom 5 strings, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the B, ring and pinky on the 4th fret on the D and the G. Stay on B minor, then E minor, then G7. 7, G7. Round in a circle we go again. Baby, okay, so I'll go from the B minor. When the whole world fits inside of your arms. E minor, we really don't need to play to the alarms. So, A minor 7. Wake up slow. Back to G7. And then you're going round and round again. That really is the whole song. I just really wanted to include the middle 8 there, which is that telephone ringing part. And have fun, enjoy it.